everyone, and welcome to Astrodesign. This is the second video of my short course about the basics of human design knowledge system. And in this video, I'm gonna present to you the types, the four main types, and the strategy according to each type to move in life in order to succeed, to feel more peaceful, to be satisfaction, to feel satisfaction in life, and to be amazed of life itself. So as astrology divide energies into four main groups: water, air, earth, and fire. Human design system divides people into four main types according to the energy quality with which they were born. So we have approximately 9% of the population that called manifestors, 70% of population generators, 20% projectors, and about 1% reflectors. There are also subtypes for generators, classical generator, and manifesting generator. And we have 5 subtypes for the projector type, but I'm not going to discuss those. Each type has his own aura according to which they affect the world and are affected by it. Our aura is our electromagnetic field, and it's what revolves around our vehicle, our body. It's what gives us the strategy of moving in life. Manifestors and generators are considered to be an energetic types. Projectors and reflectors are a non-energetic type. So why is it so important to know about type and strategy? Through this knowledge, you will be able to move in life with much less resistance and flow more with life, so that your self-realization will be much easier. The types represent your destiny in general. What is the purpose for which you were born and how to achieve it, your strategy. In addition, it shows how others feel about you when you are next to them, around 3 meters, which is about the diameter of each aura. If you don't know your type and your map, you can do it on the map on the following website. There will be an output that says what type you are, profile, etc. But is there another way to understand what type you are? The generators are very easy to spot. They are the only ones with a defined sacral center. I talked about it in the first videos that you can find in the playlist of this course. Feel free to watch it first. How to differentiate between a classic generator and manifesting generator. Manifesting generators have always connection, direct or indirect connection between one of the motors. And to remind you, we have 4 motors on the map, and to the throat center, to the center of manifestation. There are also classic manifesting generators, which are the only ones who have the channel 3420 defined in their map. In any case, an initial action strategy is the same for all generators, doesn't matter if it's a classical or manifesting generator. And in general, it is to wait for the body's response before action or consent to do something in the future. I will detail this later in this video. Only the generators have a defined sacral. Manifestors have a motor connected to the throat. Here are some examples. Projectors can have a maximum of 3 motors defined in their map, but they will not have connection between their motors to the throat centers. And reflectors, it's very easy to spot on. They don't have any defined center in their map. Let's dig in even more. So manifestors, they are born to initiate, to start something and act independently. Their strategy, because of their closed aura, there is a duality here. People cannot read or understand manifestors, they don't feel them, and manifestors cannot read others. Therefore, to avoid resistance in life, they should inform others before acting or initiating. They should share information with the right people about their action before they do it. It is also important to share what they are going through because they are like a mystery to everybody. Without communicating, they will have trust issues, and not only that. Their question in life, who am I influencing? Who deserves my sharing? How much to share? And what to initiate? Their purpose in life to start or initiate something new when there is an inner urge to do so. Between initiatives, one must rest and wait for the next inner impulse to come about. Their influence comes through education of others and opening doors to others. They're not self. First of all, it's a lot of anger whenever they meet resistance. Second of all, they do not see their power. Third of all, they do not initiate. They expect others to understand and to see who they are, and they are trying to do things on their own, or they're trying to be like everybody else. Their movement in life is from one goal to another. Their potential is to influence others and push for action, and then they should be in peace. No, to be more precise, they should be always in peace. So whenever they feel anger, it means that this is an alarm and something is not right, or the person that they are interacting with is not right for them, or the situation at the project or work is not right for them. Peace is the ultimate goal in everything, and this will be your guiding light in life. You should learn to communicate properly, to build trust with others and ease instead of anger and resistance. In general, manifestors may encounter restrictions called their independent qualities, even from childhood, which will create challenges to their initiations in adulthood. Even as adults, if they do something without informing others, they will encounter resistance. In addition, it is important for them to understand that others do not perceive them. They are not, they can't feel them or understand them. And what we do not know creates uncertainty, fear, and resistance. And this is why they feel it from other people. To ease the sense of their pushing aura on others, they should share information and learn to ask questions that will contribute significantly to them in any relationships. It is also essential to learn to delegate missions and not to do everything by their own. Let's move on to generators. The type itself have a lot of energy, but have no awareness of where and how to use it properly. Their strategy is to respond to life through the body and not through the mind or what other people tell them. They should feel or hear the body's response about any situation, person, work, or activity. Learn through practice and listening to the body how it reacts when it agrees and when it refuses. Their question in life is, who am I? They are constantly looking for the answer to this question. And we are to invest energy to get satisfaction. Their purpose is to respond to what life offers, to get satisfaction from everything and everyone. The not self of the generator is an attempt to initiate and pursue life and its occurrences. But usually what happens is that they get stuck and frustrated. And thus they get fatigue and unwillingness to work or to do anything. Their movement in life should be from reaction to reaction, from moment to moment, without playing ahead. Their potential is to be the basis of life. Because they have so much energy, they are the one who create life itself and provides energy for everyone around them. They should wait for opportunities from life to come to them because it always does. Some of the generators feel the reaction as ignition of energy within them. Some through sounds that called sacral sounds. Sometimes the body's lack of response at all, and it should be considered simply as a refusal of the body to do something. But it is most frightening to the generator, so they may start to initiate from the mind. The most significant advantage of the generators is that the energy given to them from birth can synchronize with the law of attraction. You probably heard this term before. So many things in life come to them easily, but without knowing it, they try their best to pursue, influence, initiate, and do everything to gain resources for themselves. Their orientation is to understand who they are and get satisfaction in life. Usually, there is no satisfaction in their life, in their routines, and they try to chase money that they think will bring good life and satisfaction to them. But as history shows, many rich people have committed suicide or lived without satisfaction and without any happiness at all. So the pursuit of money and the pleasures of life is an illusion that put in our heads and from childhood, from our parents. And if generators get satisfaction from what they do, money will lose its meaning to them. What is the difference between a classic generator and manifesting generators? MG, or manifesting generators, has elements from both types of energy, both the generator and the manifestors, but they still have the aura, the electromagnetic field of a generator that doesn't have closed aura like the manifestors. But these people feel that they are manifestors, the true manifestors in life. They think it's them. They are ready to rush into battle or to do something right now. No patience whatsoever. While the real manifestors will wait and look around to check if they can influence somebody to do it for them. And this is why for these people, waiting is a very hard challenge. Let's give an example in work, okay? As an employee who gives the same mission to two people. One of them are classic generators and the other is MG. The MG will get a response immediately from the body and then rush to perform the task as fast as possible without waiting to receive instructions until the end. It may make a very good impression on the boss, but in the end, it will be revealed that the MG missed a lot of very, very important notes about this job, and he or she will do not such a good job, not a whole job, okay, with lots of mishaps, and they will have to repair the job. Because MG get the response and then initiates very quickly because they have the initiative power inside them. But due to a lack of tolerance that than the classic generator, the work is not of high quality at all. MG are very good at quantity, but not at quality. In addition, they have a lot of energy, much more than the generators. And this energy is born inside them and can erupt at any moment. So it is harder to control it and to be tolerant with it. They also feel they have this initiative and therefore usually do not wait at all for body's response before starting the action and jumping into something or somebody, which is even more disappointing and frustrating due to the negative consequences for their doings. If they do not wait for sacral response, such as should be for every type of generator, just as manifestors, they too will get a lot of opposition. But unlike the manifestors, they do not have an impenetrable aura that protects them in their initiatives. In practice, they initiate without informing others and then are harmed twice, because they acted without the body's approval and because they initiated without informing others. So that their false selves bring them anger like the manifestors have, combined with unrestrained energy, like an atom bomb. So as long as they do not accept their genetic limitations and do not follow the body's response and provide information to others before they act, their satisfaction will be unachievable, as an unachievable goal in life. They need to understand that a lot of things happen while waiting. Another thing, the frustration of such people causes them to have a pattern of starting and ending very, very quickly in everything in life, both jobs and even relationships. Their strategy is to wait for the body's approval and inform others before taking actions. Let's move on, guys, to the projector types. Generally speaking, even if the projector has a defined motor on the map, it is not connected to the throat, as I said before. The type itself is like a walking receptor that feels and absorbs deeply all the energies around them. It can be people, animals, and even plants. Their ability to focus and penetrate to a person or anything that has energy, and even to knowledge systems or some kind of information that is very interesting to them, will contribute them becoming experts in their understanding. They are very mental beings, very high intelligence. This is part of their gift. They are very good coordinators, coaches, psychologists by nature from birth. They weren't born to work in a classical work when they need to use energy all the time because they are not generators. And there is no available energy or constant energy every day like the generator have. Their strategy is to wait for a person to recognize their mystical and unique abilities and turn to them for guidance without them doing something for it. Being quiet is the best way to give your aura the ability to speak for your own good. Regarding knowledge, here the projector can identify and recognize what interests them the most and what is very fun for them to investigate and learn and to penetrate. If someone recognized the projector and invited him to direct or guide something for them, but the projector didn't recognize that it was unique or suitable for them, they should politely refuse, because the recognition should come both ways. In addition, it is important to trade in energy. Money, of course, is energy, but there are other types of energy trading. The projectors should never agree to do something without an energy trade. Their question in life is, who is the other? Who really recognized me correctly? What to specialize in? Their purpose is your and other success thanks to you. Their not self is bitterness and fear that no one sees you. Initiative and work hard as generators to attempt to attract attention and constant search of allies, as well as negative manipulations to get something. Their potential is having deep insight and great life wisdom. They are the managers of the energy of this universe, the managers of others in the right direction, after receiving, of course, recognition and invitation to do so. So they will receive the appreciation they deserve and the success. As we all know, most of people live with masks and hide something. When a projector enters a person's aura, he reads and absorbs deep things about him. Obviously, not everyone will want them to reveal their secrets, and hence one should be careful about using the projector's wisdom and deep insights, because it is easy for projectors to hurt others. That's why invitation is so important. If you push your advice to others without invitation, without asking permission, you will get resistance and bitterness, and they don't appreciate your help. No help is worth it if it is not requested. In order to know what is a correct invitation, you must first know your unique design, because whoever gives you comment or complaint regarding the uniqueness of your map means he has identified you correctly. In addition, we have a factor called motivation in the map. This video I will not elaborate on that, but in principle, it is important that the people around you encourage you and your special motivation, and do not try to suppress it or pull you in another direction. Then you will know that these people are right for you. Unfortunately, many people try to take advantage of projectors because of their unique capabilities, to turn them into free psychologists, free consultants, and sometimes even steal their ingenious ideas for startups. So listening to your true nature, loving and appreciating it is what will lead you to success and exit from resentment and exhaustion that can harm you. Another unique thing and important, because of the ability to read others, to penetrate into their being, projectors can always feel when the invitation is correct, provided that they have managed to go through several years of healing from the conditions of the environment and conditions of their strong mind. Every projector knows that invitations are valid and will always feel when it's over. For the projector, it is very important who are the most closest people to you, because they are most influenced by them, for better or for worse. Do not be afraid to stay away from people who do you no good, even if it is your family. The reflectors, their aura is like Teflon, very transparent but thick. Nothing penetrates through it. And this way is a little bit reminding of the aura of manifestors. These special auras they have can take samples from their environment, from people outside them. All their centers in the map are undefined. There is no constant energy of their own. They are the only type who controlled by the moon. And therefore, every 2.5, 3 days, when the moon moves to another sign, something changes within them. They have the ability to diagnose and reflect both people and large environments, such as a country or company. Their strategy is making important decisions only months later, at least months. They have to wait for a full moon cycle to make important decisions. During these months, you can talk about the decision out loud with people who do not give you advice, but only listens to you. Their purpose is to reflect humanity itself. Their not self is disappointment because of the negative reflections they have in their environment. Their potential is positive experiences and surprises in life and good reflection. And they should avoid taking life too hard. Nothing inside the reflector will tell him what is right and what is not. In this process, he must accept the authority of others. These people are always identified through their relationships with others and their environment. Suppose they are not happy with their life and achievements. In that case, they must decide whether to move to another environment. The environment is a major factor in every area of the reflector's life. Their mission is to diagnose and filter to reflect to others if the existing needs to be corrected. They were not born to give repair advice or guidance like the projectors, but they are a very special and important diagnostic tool for every one of us. So far about the profiles. The following video, I will talk about your inner authority, which together with the type strategy are important tools for your unique decision-making processes. I want to finish with a post I wrote on Facebook regarding our strategy by types. We are all born with the potential to be. Generators are born with the potential to be generator, to create and attract into their lives what is right for them in order to live in satisfaction. Manifestors are born with the potential to be manifestors, to initiate and influence in order to create for them and for others a more peaceful environment. Projectors are born with the potential to be a projector, to coach, guide, to be mystics and direct energy in order to contribute to the success of others and theirs. Reflectors are born with the potential to be reflectors, to diagnose, reflect what works and what doesn't in order to promote society to a better future full of happy experiences. But from our childhood, the potential to be blocked, depressed, at best not expressed in practice, because the generators are not asked, just getting commands and orders. The manifestors are suppressed and restricted in every initiative and expression of their independent spirit. The projectors are being turned into manifestors or generators. Nobody asks their advice. They ignore what they say. Do not let them enjoy their hobbies. Do not understand and do not listen to their needs and uniqueness and wisdom. The reflectors, here there is also a lack of understanding. They also try to be molded into normal humans. There is no listening, no attention to their reflection. Therefore, the generators are self-destructive and environmentally destructive because their frustration. They are too focused on material issues rather than living in satisfaction. The manifestors either do not initiate or initiate out of their childhood traumas, do not know how to influence and on whom. They get much opposition and anger. The projectors act in manipulative ways. They hate people and do not want to contribute to the success of others. They are resentful and angry at the whole world. They think that they are the smartest. Reflectors are disappointed with everyone. They are depressed and reflect destructive behavior like most of their environment. Note, projectors are the most sensitive and energetically vulnerable type and are therefore most affected by the conditioning of their family and surroundings, which makes it even harder for projectors to achieve their potential to be projector. So, if you were born generator, manifestor, projector, or reflector, you are not really there until you overcome your childhood, and not only childhood. You need to overcome obstacles, traumas, and the oppression of your true nature. So how do you approach your potential? Do you think you have reached it? What stops you from achieving it? What can contribute you? I wish you all the best and to be yourself. Good luck and take care. Bye-bye.